So hi everybody, my name is Robert and I own a telemedicine company called Shameless Care, and today I'm going to tell you why the STI tests that you see advertised on the internet are missing up to 50% of positive cases. That's right, up to 50%. It is a huge scandal, if you will, whatever you want to call it, but it is a major problem which I'm going to identify for you right now. I'm going to show you an STI test on your screen right now, and to avoid getting sued, I had AI make this ad, but this is literally what 99% of STI tests say if you buy them on the internet today. It says that it tests for gonorrhea and chlamydia, but if you look carefully, the only sample collection is a urine test. And that is the big red flag here. Because gonorrhea and chlamydia are site-specific bacterial infections, meaning you can have them in your genitals, yes, which this test would cover, but you can also have them in your throat. You can even have them in your anus if you have anal sex. But if you have oral sex, which virtually everybody does, and in particular if you have unprotected oral sex, which virtually everybody does, then you absolutely should not use a test like this that only includes a urine test, because it is going to miss up to 50% of positive gonorrhea cases, and similarly for chlamydia as well. Now here's some research I'm going to put on the screen right here, which showed that 18 to 36% of gonorrhea cases are missed with single site testing. At our company, shamelesscare.com, we do a urine test for the genitals, we also do a throat swab test, and we also do an anal test. And now if we did genital only testing like this testing kit that you saw on your screen earlier, in our particular clinic we would have missed 50% of positive cases. So why do STI testing companies do this? Because of cost. They realize that the average consumer does not know the things that we just talked about, and so they can sell a gonorrhea and chlamydia urine test for example, $99. If they had to double that by adding a throat swab, guess what? Suddenly the price is $200, their sales go down, and sales is the only thing they care about. It's either that or they just don't know the things that we're talking about, which quite honestly is pretty highly problematic as well. So you can see the problem here. Somebody wants to get STI tested. They purposely go out, spend their hard-earned money on an STI testing kit, but guess what? There's an 18 to 50% chance that that testing kit, which that company told you tested for gonorrhea and chlamydia, is going to miss your infection altogether. So what should these companies do? They should do what you see on the screen right here. Any company out there doing a urine only or even a genital swab test for gonorrhea and chlamydia, I challenge you to tell your consumers in big, bold lettering that this is only appropriate for people who never have oral sex, or let them know that it is not going to tell them if they have any oral infection. Now, our testing kit at Shameless Care tests for 13 different sexually transmitted infections. So for example, with gonorrhea and chlamydia, we have a genital test, we have an oral test, and we have an anal test. We also test for a lot of other things like Mycoplasma genitalium, etc. But guess what? That testing kit ends up costing $300. Now it's quite a value in my opinion, but I also understand that a lot of people cannot afford a $300 test. In the description of this video, I'm going to put a link to a webpage on our website that includes resources you can use to get Shameless Care level testing for free through your local doctor. So if you're so lucky or so blessed or so fortunate as to have insurance, you can take the information provided in that. You don't have to pay us a penny. You can go to your doctor and hopefully get fantastic testing. But under no circumstances should you ever use one of these companies that either don't know or don't care, but are willing to take $99 from you to give you a testing program which has an 18 to 50% chance of not even telling you your status. I'm Robert from Shameless Care. Thank you so much.